There was once a sea so vast, sailors called it an ocean. The Aral Sea, nestled between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, was the fourth largest lake on Earth. Teeming with fish, feeding millions, and stabilizing the local climate, it was a lifeline until it vanished. Not in centuries, not by natural disaster, but within a single generation, drained by human hands. In the 1960s, the Soviet Union diverted the rivers that fed the Aral to irrigate vast cotton fields in the desert. At first, it seemed like a miracle. Cotton output soared, but beneath that short-term success, the sea began to die. Year by year, the shoreline receded. Communities built around fishing collapsed. Boats stranded in desert sand became symbols of failure. By the 2000s, the Aral had lost over 90% of its water. Toxic dust storms spread across thousands of kilometers. Cancers, respiratory illness, and ecological devastation followed. The scale of the tragedy is hard to overstate. It became one of the greatest environmental disasters of the 20th century. And yet, there's a twist to this story. In the north of the former sea, something extraordinary is happening. Kazakhstan, with support from the World Bank, built the Aral Dam in 2005. It was meant as a last defense to preserve a fraction of the water. But it did more than that. Within a year, the northern Aral's water levels rose by 4 meters. Fish returned. Microclimates began to stabilize. Some fishing communities revived. Hope, scientifically engineered. The project became proof that well-planned environmental action can reverse destruction, even on a massive scale, but only with political will, only with cooperation across borders. Only when we act before it's too late. Meanwhile, the southern Aral in Uzbekistan continues to shrink. Lack of coordination, economic constraints, and political tensions make joint recovery difficult. The difference between north and south is more than geographical. It's a test of priorities, a portrait of choices. The Aral story mirrors what's happening globally. Rivers drying, forests burning, seas acidifying. And yet, nestled in each crisis is a chance to pivot, to apply science, cooperation, and courage, and restore what was lost. It forces a question. How many more ecosystems must vanish before we act? And how many could we still save? Because the sea that disappeared is not just a cautionary tale, it's a symbol that even at the edge of collapse, there's room for redemption. If this story stirred something in you, hit like and tell us in the comments. Which other forgotten corners of the world deserve a second chance?